The Golden Globes always has celebs shooting to look their best, but that doesn't mean there aren't a few wardrobe misfires along the way. At this year's event, Wong dared to coordinate with the red carpet itself in her Balenciaga haute couture gown. Unfortunately, the feathery texture, big red bow, and strange silhouette made her look less like a Hollywood goddess and more like Elmo in formal wear.
Oh, hang on. Bow down.
It would be a challenge to make this dress work, but the long black gloves fought with the vibe of the red ensemble and felt too serious for an otherwise whimsical look. Leonie Benesch hit the red carpet in Chanel haute couture, and it's hard to go wrong with that. But between the outdated print, the black color scheme, the double skirt, and the neckline that looked more like a bathing suit cover-up, nothing about this look really worked. The bare-bones styling only made it a more confusing ensemble. Rachel Smith was certainly ready for the Golden Globes. After all, she seemed to come dressed as the statue itself. While the color of this Rabanne gown was the reason for the season, the silhouette was far from award-winning. The high neckline with the draping straps was overly complicated and odd, while the shapelessness of the gown failed to balance the neckline's detail. This simple dress would have looked better with an equally simple top and a big earring or other statement accessory. Based on the priest-like collar Matt Rife wore on the red carpet, you can only assume he was hoping that conclave would sweep the night.
This is a conclave, Aldo. It's not a war.
It is a war.
This outfit may work if Rife is hoping to throw his own name into the hat to be the next pope, but it won't do him any favors otherwise. Rife wore an all-black Giorgio Armani, and while it's hard to go wrong with an all-black suit on the red carpet, this one just looked kinda odd. You know what they say about too much of a good thing, and that's exactly how we feel about this sparkly lavender fabric. The color feels fresh and looks stunning with Heather McMahon's coloring and her perfect hair and makeup. The problem is that there's just too much of it. This look would have come off better if McMahon had ditched the cape or sported one in a different color to split things up. Aunjanue Ellis-Taylor certainly made a statement on the red carpet. The statement in question, however, wasn't our favorite. Those big sculptural flowers were cool, but putting them against so much baggy fabric caused them to lose some of the impact they might have had. Meanwhile, the white shades of the top and pants were slightly different, leading to a color clash. This top may have worked better with sleek black pants and pointed toe black shoes to really help the top stand out. Glenn Close went for full drama on the red carpet in her unique Balmain dress. The only problem with this outfit? Well, everything. The dress was covered in text, which could have been a hit if it was making any kind of statement. We couldn't tell, however, since the only identifiable word was Paris. Furthermore, the dress covered her head to toe, with even her hands and ankles entirely covered. It may have worked if it was sleeveless and paired with a different shoe, but in this form, it just wasn't to be. By now, we all know that Kerry Washington looks good in pretty much everything, but that fact made her bizarre hot pink red carpet look even more surprising. The hot pink hue of this dress looked perfect on her, yet with black gloves, tights, and pumps, it came off way too busy. Without gloves and tights and with the shoe swapped out for something more neutral, this may have looked cool and unique, rather than over the top. Alexandra Daddario looked like she was channeling old Hollywood glamour with a twist in her black and white Vivienne Westwood gown.
Ooh, do you feel the breeze from the subway? Isn't it delicious?
This look was close to working too, but the fluffy white top portion felt a little too costumey. The white up by her face also washed her out, distracting from the rest of her look. Keri Russell hit the red carpet in a statement-making, suiting-inspired dress by Stéphane Roland Haute Couture. Unfortunately, the sculptural details were a bit too overwhelming, and Russell looked swallowed up by the copious fabric. Furthermore, the black earrings and matching pumps added yet another element to an already too busy look. With less fabric up top or even a cropped miniskirt, this look would have made a chic, interesting statement. As it was, though, she just seemed lost. Coralie Fargeat wore Balenciaga on the red carpet, but let's face it, this looks more like she's been wrapped up in a big trash bag. With shiny, black, wrinkly fabric like this, there was basically no way to avoid that comparison. That said, if the fabric hadn't been so shiny and she had ditched the black tights underneath, this look may have had more substance. Elle Fanning almost looked like the quintessential Golden Globes gal at the 2025 awards. There was, however, one glaring problem: that bedazzled leopard print. Had the leopard print been a darker shade of gold or even the same beige fabric as the rest of her dress, she would have shined. As it was, the print didn't work at all with the simple elegance of the rest of her gown. There's nothing wrong with showing a bit of cleavage, and Brianna LaPaglia did just that on the red carpet. Still, this ensemble looked less like a dress that was showing skin and more like a dress that was falling off as she walked around. Add some straps and pull the dress up, and this beautiful color and draping would have hit that much harder.